All right, welcome everyone to another episode of Wrestling Hooligans. I'm over here with Vic. Say what's up, Vic.
Yo, yo.
All right, so it's gonna be a two-man show, man.
Yeah.
The other one, the other jabroni didn't want to come on tonight. You know what I mean? Always got some excuse.
Well, today he didn't have an excuse. It was just he could only do it on Sunday. Wait, is he off on Mondays? I don't even know.
I don't. Is he even working? I mean, he shouldn't be working, right?
What do you mean? How is he not working if he works in the hospital?
No, shouldn't he be like I'm leave?
No, where the patients go?
What do you mean?
At OT.
No, I mean, doesn't he get like paternity leave?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Oh, I thought he just took a week off.
damn, that's harsh. That's that. That means you love what you do over there.
Well, if you're in charge, I don't think you can take that much somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. He is one of the.
Because I think his mom-in-law was here for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And then the baby's already what? 2 weeks old?
3 weeks, I think. Yeah, that's right. I think that's how much paternity time is anyway. But usually about like 3 weeks or something, if you're lucky. But it's all good though. So yeah, man, crazy week. I mean, you know, numbers still going up high. We just found out that SummerSlam is going to be at the Performance Center. You know what I mean? That's just, man.
I wonder how long Vince McMahon's going to put up with this, man. I don't know. Next WrestleMania might not even, be live either. So
I am, I didn't want to jinx it, didn't want to jinx it yet, but, now that we have SummerSlam that's been canceled and then seeing how crazy these numbers are and seeing also that we don't have any live people in the stadium, it's either, I think it's going to happen, but it's going to be at a very, very small, limited amount because right now, and that's where it's messed up because like we're over here in Florida. So they just, for Jacksonville, for the Jaguar Stadium, they already showed that they're only going to have limited seating, 25% capacity going on. That's Florida though. Florida, they go by their own rules, just like Texas. Yeah. So Cali is a little bit different though. Cali's a little bit more like, hey, we're gonna shut it down. So
yeah, I mean, then again, you gotta look at which party the governor's part of.
Yeah, I mean, and they've already like been hyping it up. WrestleMania Hollywood. I mean, you might as well just go bring it back to Tampa if Cali is going to do this. We saw the stadium. I showed you guys the show. The stadium looks like it's ready to rock, bro.
Did they start working on it again?
Yeah, they did. It almost completed. Well, from the pictures that I saw, man, I don't know what the hell they got to do to it. It looked like it was done.
Maybe, they probably maybe all the like the business stuff, like the getting the vendors and all that.
Yeah, but even that, they're probably going to be. It's probably going to be limited anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just best case scenario just plan for Florida now.
Yeah, I agree. If you definitely want WrestleMania, you might as well bring it to Florida or Texas because they're open for business.
Yeah, because Texas next week the Republican rally or some shit supposed to be here to George R. Brown.
Yep.
And they the mayor canceled it, the Houston mayor.
Oh,
now the Republicans are suing the Houston mayor. So it's just like even if it's canceled, they're still suing it, so it might still happen. So
yeah, I heard about that. I know over here down in Jacksonville, they that's where the stop is going to be in August, And as of right now, it's a go. They haven't said that anything there is going to be canceled. I'm guessing what they're waiting to see if it's going to go like, even higher the numbers. I think not going to, I know it's sad to say, but I think our mayor is content with, the numbers that we show now. And as long as it doesn't get any higher, he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna allow that convention to come to Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, Tulsa, it happened. I mean, nothing happened in Tulsa.
Well, Tulsa supposedly had a little slight increase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see what I mean. Tulsa also didn't have as many people in the place though.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much saying the protesters scared them away. But
Yeah. But well, not scared them away. Those kids with that elaborate scheme on of buying all the
yeah,
tickets.
TikTok. TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok kids. They got a hold of that, and that's what shenanigans happen over there in Tulsa. But that's crazy though. I mean, Texas. That's a crazy move over there. They must have been afraid because your guys' numbers were like almost like what 40,000 people, new cases every day.
Not 40,000. It was like I think 8 or 9,000 a day.
Oh, I thought it was more.
Nah, not 40,000. That's crazy. I mean, maybe 40,000 a week.
Okay. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I agree with you. We got to start thinking about our annual WrestleMania trip. And Vince got to also think about it too. He's like, the way Cali is going and how they're shutting things down. And that's not you don't have that guy in your pocket like you got DeSantis. You know what I mean? He could give a talk to Trump. Trump will talk to DeSantis and be like, "Yo, let's get this going." You can't do that over there with.
I'm pretty sure Vince has a relationship with the DeSantis since he's the governor in Florida. And Vince is
No, that's what I'm saying. He has a relationship, but he doesn't have a relationship with anyone in Cali, though.
Yeah. I mean, then again, they're Democrats, so it's like.
Yeah, that isn't that Nancy Pelosi state.
Yeah.
Whoo, you ain't getting nothing over there, bro.
Yeah, she'll probably just go to the stadium, eat her expensive ice cream all day. She bought a $25,000 cooler just for her expensive ice cream.
What the hell?
Yeah, they were just showing cribs, and then they show 3 miles down the street. There's people begging, waiting online for food, and she got a $25,000 cooler just for like a freezer, a big huge freezer, like just for her ice cream. She got like 10 different flavors of chocolate. They're and then Trump put that in his commercial too.
Oh, that is horrible.
The best is when he made himself Thanos, and he snapped his finger, and Pelosi disappeared.
Well, I don't see any of those videos, but that you're gonna have to send them to me so I could look. I could laugh.
Yeah, he's a guy, man. And then he has one that he's I forgot somebody in Star Wars. I think he was Darth Vader, and he's fighting Pelosi. It was Yoda.
Yo, whoever knows, he just puts out some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
and he just knows how to get people riled up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, so that was the news this week with SummerSlam getting canceled, and well, not canceled, but getting back to the Performance Center, which we pretty much knew. We were hoping that since they already saw this ahead of time, that they were going to move it. I know I had in my dreams that they were coming down to either Florida. You know what I mean? But
you never. Oh yeah, SummerSlam's about 5 weeks away.
Yeah, it's too short. You know,
Well, all the pay-per-views will be in Florida eventually.
for most of the year. I just can't wait until they start opening up, man.
Where's Survivor Series this year? Let me see.
I don't know where it's at.
I know I got the wrestling schedule of my favorites.
Oh, bro.
Pay-per-view schedule.
I'll probably have it on not. No, I don't.
No, because Wikipedia has a professional wrestling schedule of 20, like from it started beginning to end, like till now.
Oh, nice.
It was only up to 2030. What they have planned.
You're gonna have to send me that then, because I'll look at that.
I mean, it changes, but
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, Survivor Series is the next big pay-per-view. I know, there's tons of rumors going out, that I think they're gonna do an Evolution 2. You know what I mean?
Randy.
No, the Women's Evolution pay-per-view. You know what I mean? They have that set up, so we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. So, what else? We had what other breaking news? We had Matt Riddle come out and counter what his accuser had to say. And I'm not going to lie, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been very neutral in this. Mm-hmm. And it's just for the fact that, I can't trust anyone. I'm a person, there's only a couple people I trust. And whatchamacallit, everyone does a lot of shady stuff, you know what I mean? But I feel like I'm also a good sense of character. You know what I mean? Like I could read a person. And he posted that, I think it was like 5 or 6 minute video on Twitter. And whatchamacallit, I'm not gonna lie, man, I didn't see any signs of like, of guilt. I didn't see, I'm not no FBI mind reader, but you start seeing certain tendencies of people, like when they're skipping their words, or when they can't look straight into the camera, and they start twitching and all this other stuff. And I didn't see any of that. So like, I was like, oh snap, maybe he was telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it is. He showed pictures of them together. I mean, and why would he out himself as a cheater if he?
Oh yeah, once he outed himself as a cheater, it was a wrap. He pretty much
go as far as that. Then he's the one that put up the pictures, or she put up the pictures.
She put up the pictures.
Okay, so
yeah. But he clapped back real fast when it came to that. He was like, "Yo, my wife already knows." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And once he said that, I was like, "Oh, game over." Yeah, I mean. So Matt Riddle's going to be here to stay, most likely. I mean, we still don't know what's going to happen with Velveteen.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh my goodness. But anyway, any other craziness? Oh, I know you brought up Ray, right?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio. I've been hearing that he been just working week to week on a handshake deal. So.
Yo, you only could do that to a WWE legend, you know what I mean? Anywhere else, or somewhere else. I mean, the only other person that you could do that type of deal with is maybe like the Undertaker handshake deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Undertaker, I heard right before he signed a 15-year contract, so.
Yeah.
So he's there till he's 70.
And all that is because he wanted to go on Starcade. He wanted to go on Starcade and do a couple of interviews, man. Especially, I'm guessing he wanted to do more interviews for his documentary that he was doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And maybe to get in contact with some of the people that were already over there, which made sense. But he said he wanted to do that. He backtracked real fast after Vince came over there with some money.
Yeah, Conrad said that the only two people that he ever had issues with for Starcast was Undertaker. Then to get back at them, he tried to get Vince McMahon's brother.
Vince McMahon's brother.
Yeah, like I don't remember his name. It's something Robert McMahon or something. He doesn't have nothing to do with wrestling. He's just like a rich businessman in Houston. And then,
What the hell does you know?
and then Conrad said that I think his brother, Vince McMahon's brother, said he was going to do it. Then he called Vince McMahon and told him. And then Conrad started getting a call from Bruce Pritchard. It's like, what the hell are you doing over there, man?
Oh hell no, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. But all right, so let's go, man. I mean, I guess, just off base. I mean, I know we normally talk about wrestling, but yo, man, there's a big UFC card tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Big UFC card. You had the girl who was training in WWE, Paige Van Sant.
Yeah.
She's fighting. You have women's strawweight, pretty decent. You have Rose, whatever. I'm not even gonna try with her last name. You got Jose Aldo, Max Holloway's on the card. But that main event with Jorge Masvidal and Usman, man, that's gonna be ridiculous, bro.
It's on Fight Island, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yep, I didn't mention that. Yep, it's on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. They went and got themselves a. Huh?
Middle East?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like in one of the fucking Fight Island was like in one of the Samoan islands, like in the
no.
Pacific or something.
Nah, it's in Abu Dhabi, one of their islands over there. You know what I mean? I've been watching some of the stuff that they've done online, man, and they've I don't even know how many times these guys been tested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it was strict. You know what I mean? Which is awesome, but it's a big pay-per-view tomorrow, man. It's gonna be major. That main event, man. And the crazy part, it was a decent pay-per-view up until last week, but then one of the guys got injured, and then you had Jorge step up, and now it's a must watch, bro. So you have some free time tomorrow. Make sure that you all go ahead and watch that.
Probably tomorrow evening. I'm not going to be doing it.
You know what I mean?
But did you ever watch UFC with Matt Riddle in there?
Or? I did, but Matt Riddle, I mean, I don't think he was. I know for a fact that Matt Riddle left on a winning streak.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
he was doing good, but then he didn't want to give up the weed, so he's like, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah, but Matt Riddle has something else. When there was something. I mean, if you're on a 4-win streak,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're heading in the right direction. So he must have had some type of issues over there. You know what I mean? Where it either was money wise, maybe he valued himself a little bit higher, or what you said right now. Maybe he just just wanted to continue smoking weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but plus he said he was like the pay scale is like you only get paid if if you have a fight, and the pay sucks. So he's like,
oh yeah, the pay.
You'd rather get a steady paycheck and wrestle.
Yeah, the pay is horrible. I mean, to be honest with you, Jorge Masvidal is like trying to lead a movement right now. Him and also, him especially. Like right before this, what's we'll call it? They undervalued how much people follow him. You know what I mean? So he's been trying to change the pay scale with that. Paige Van whatever, I always can't get her name, Van Sant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She essentially came back and she's like, look, I get more money with my Instagram post than I do with the UFC, bro. And that's a goddamn shame, bro.
Yeah.
She gets more money from sponsors on Instagram than she does with the UFC. You know, she's like, I could stop fighting if I wanted to, and I'd be set for life still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, they have a long ways until whatchamacallit, fixing that. You know what I mean? Uh, that business, you know, they clearly undervalue a lot of this, and you know, it's going to take. I mean, even right now, you know, and this is just even me getting on a subject right off subject right now, but with John Bones Jones right now, he feels that he's undervalued with his fights. He feels that he should be getting, you know, at least minimum $15 million a fight, and that's chump change, to be honest with you, because if you're looking at, you know, Floyd Mayweather money and all this other stuff, I mean, he should be making double that. You know what I mean?
I mean, pretty much you should. I mean, pretty much CM Punk made more money losing the fight than the winner. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's a stupid way they do it, but.
Yep. But like, you know, they control a lot of the stuff over there. So it's not like, you know, these people could do that. I mean, like, you know, Floyd, he is a totally different other beast, you know, because he actually purchases, you know, these venues, and then he also, you know, it's totally different when it comes to Floyd. But even John Bone Jones, he went on and said, look, he's willing to not fight for 2 years or 3 years, because, you know, it's not worth it, you know. So he's like, yo, I already made a lot of money right now. You know, I really don't need more money, but you know, it's hard. I'm trying to help out people that are trying to, in the future of the business, make even more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, WWE doesn't have that, bro. We were talking about that earlier, man. We had would you say Shawn Michaels was making almost $700,000 while he was at home for like a year when he was injured, bro.
No, 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. So just put that
Right.
into context. That's close to what? 14.
98 to 2004, 2002.
Yeah, so that's 14. That's $2.8 million for 4 years just to sit at home, bro. $2.4 million, man.
He's making more money than, I don't know, what he makes more money than the president. If the president gets paid,
Oh yeah,
the president
definitely
gets paid $400,000 a year,
yeah.
and he made $700,000 a year for doing nothing.
And also, you know, we talked about, especially on this show, countless stars that were held backstage and that were getting paychecks for nothing. I mean, we talked about what's his face, Zack Ryder getting $500,000 to just fight on main event and main event, because we didn't even see him on Raw. That's how bad it was. You know what I mean? Or EC3, who we haven't seen in like the last 2 years wrestle, or, you know, Heath Slater. I mean, the list goes on. You guys know how it is.
Yeah, Zack Ryder's salary, $400,000 a year, and he gets that's his base salary. So whatever he makes more because of his merchandise.
I mean, he wasn't selling merch left and right, though. You know, he had a decent shirt, but it wasn't like, you know.
I'm talking about like if you buy one of his toys in Walmart and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he'll probably buy all his toys before anyone else buys toys.
Yeah, like he was saying that um, he said he had a rare Miss Elizabeth they made in Europe, but it was in a bikini, and he had that one, and some guy paid him $40,000 for that one doll.
$40,000.
Well, there's some cats out there in Europe, man. I don't know, they got money thrown around like that.
$40,000 for a female valet action figure.
Yeah.
Yo, that is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. But all right. So let's go, man. Let's back on track. I mean, here we go. So off the top of the dome, bro. What show do you feel that was the bestest?
I think I didn't see SmackDown this week, but Raw was decent, and I I already told you earlier NXT was better for me.
Yes. All right. For me, I told you that I disapproved. I felt that that the best show of the week was AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the matches. I got a little bit more entertained, man. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, and just like everyone else, we're watching these shows, right? But at the same time, what are we doing? We're scrolling. You know what I mean? So if anything gets my attention, that's when I have like, all right, cool. I got to put this phone down. You know what I mean? I got to put this phone down. I got to watch this match.
Yeah.
And with AEW, I found myself having to put down my phone a lot more because I wanted to enjoy and watch the matches. So with that being said, that's why I picked AEW.
Yeah, but I think the first night AEW for me was better than this week. So.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I gotta hold you to your opinion. You know what I mean? I felt differently. AEW the first night they started off different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I believe they started off that match. It wasn't the Young Bucks fighting? No, not the Young Bucks.
MJF and Wardlow.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we talked about, them being one of the top ones. You know what I mean? Now, by far, your first match versus my first match on AEW is completely different. You know what I mean? But NXT's first match was a lot greater than AEW's first match. NXT's final was better than AEW's final. But we know the reason why, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess anyone would be like, on any other night. And if it was, well, I'm just saying, no. NXT still would win it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't completely it was better than it by 10% or anything. It was slightly, I felt. You know what I mean? So you could have went the other way, or you could have went AEW, or you could have went NXT way. You know what I mean?
I mean, with the beginning ended like that, it's just. I mean, it's just.
Well, we're going to get into that. Let's just quickly go over what happened on Raw. All right. So we had Raw. We had Rollins go on the KO show, and continue his little whole segment over there. I felt that Rollins was on hitting on all cylinders, man. But KO, man, I just didn't feel it from him, man. He's been away for a little bit. He needs to get back on the groove, I feel like. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just. I mean, maybe he himself is tired of doing anything with Rollins, man. Well, man, I'm not working with this guy again. Tired of this shit.
Yeah. Well, I jumped the gun on that one. I think the opening scene, wasn't it Dolph?
Oh, yeah, Dolph and Drew, yeah.
Awesome opening segment with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. You know what I mean? You had Dolph over there telling them that, that you're not all as you put out to be. You left some people behind. You did them dirty. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden we had his 3MB member over there, Heath Slater, come out of nowhere looking jacked, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good segment. But yeah, I mean, well, I guess if his contract's over, yeah, I guess it's okay if it's a quick match.
Yeah, I think so. So you hated that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could have been like at least a few minutes.
I totally agree with you. I was over there thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, man, how are you gonna bring this guy back and then just like, let him get burned like that? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I don't see them bringing him back for a long period of time. It was probably just a one show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Maybe it was to test out whether or not he had a contract with someone else. You know what I mean? But
Well, I mean, technically, he could. His 15 days. I mean, 90 days is only up on this Thursday, so he can still do work at Monday Night Raw and still show up somewhere next week.
Nice.
Yeah, so,
So what's I'm gonna call it? It was sad to see. I mean, he's looking fit. He
yeah.
cut a hell of a promo, but at the end, the results was horrible. You know what I mean? But it was still nice to see both of them. You know what I mean? It was good. They advanced the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Dolph getting in his head. You know what I mean? He has the stipulation which he hasn't said anything about. So I'm excited for it, bro. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I, I, don't know, I think they should just let Dolph win it, and then just because he loses all the time, so it's not even believable that he always puts on a good show and he loses. So just Dolph win it and then let him drop it to Drew, back to Drew the next night.
I think that's one of the worst things that WWE does right now. Because we go through all these matches and we're like, no, Dolph is going to lose it again. We know that he hasn't any chance to win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is where they do themselves a disservice by doing following certain programs. You know what I mean? And bringing in people just to fight. You know what I mean? Obviously, us as fans, we view these other people that they put in there of more value than what they view those guys as.
Yeah, I mean, they should just I don't know, just let them win it for a week or two, or just a night if that's it. So it gives them some credibility. So it's just stupid that they're not gonna. I mean, they're probably just gonna let them job.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, they're gonna hold out until we all know this is a squash before SummerSlam. SummerSlam going to be the big pay-per-view. They need to have an awesome match over there. I don't feel that they're going to go with Dolph Ziggler when they've been pushing.
Yeah, I mean, what even better is if he wins cleanly and then they have a rematch at SummerSlam. Then they could, unless they have somebody else in mind for SummerSlam.
They probably do.
Yeah.
They probably do. All right, so next up we had Sasha Banks versus Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane came back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely enjoyed it. So, Monday Night Raw started off with, flow-wise, keeping me interested with the whole Drew McIntyre. You know what I mean? They kind of dropped it once I saw how quickly he lost, but I was just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Sasha and Kyrie, that brought it back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's I'm gonna call it? All right. So who ended up winning that one? I think. Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. Bailey. Bailey interfered, right?
Yeah, man. I think Sasha won.
Yeah, Sasha won. Bailey Bailey with the interference. And then let's see. Oh, then we got into the whole KO show. You know what I mean? And we've already spoke on that. KO didn't give an awesome promo. I totally forgot that he got injured in WrestleMania with his ankle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how is he back in the country? But Sami Zayn's still up. Bobby Roode.
I think Kevin Owens actually has a place of residence in Florida. I think that's what it was. While the other guys, they still live over there.
Yeah, because Bobby Roode still is over there.
So we had KO with Seth, and then all of a sudden Rey Mysterio came out, and Murphy and Seth had a tag team against Rey and Owens, and whoever won got the stipulation, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts, man? Because at the end of this match, Rey Mysterio gave a crazy stipulation. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know. They're not gonna do any of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, they try to make it seem like they're a little bit more hardcore than it is. You know what I mean?
I think if Rey Mysterio doesn't resign or something, they're just gonna make Rollins do something really crazy to him. So they just, he's out
He was out for a while. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, but so is Austin Theory suspended or whatever, or is he?
No, Austin Theory's been off because I think they say that he might have gotten COVID-19.
Is that it? I thought he had allegations against.
He did have allegations, but I don't think it was because of that. I believe it's because when what's her face, Renee, when she was infecting everyone, one of those nights, one of those days, he infected her. Infected him. I'm sorry.
I wonder if my man John Moxley needs to be worried about that.
Nah, it was because what they did was they traced everything, obviously, and the people on the internet. They did their own little tracing, and they saw that in one of the interviews for the tapings, they did it with Seth Rollins and what's his face, Austin Theory, and Austin Theory was over there cutting a promo or interview with Renee backstage. Yep. So leave it up to WWE fans to do a contact tracing. We can't do it we can't do it into the in the government, but WWE fans, they doing their own contact tracing behind the scenes. Oh man. So Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens get the win. Rey Mysterio over there saying that it's going to be an eye for an eye match. We didn't fully say that. I mean, we were talking as we know what it was, but it's crazy, man. I mean, they're not really going to play off this scene, and it was essentially ridiculed by Chris Jericho because they essentially did it in AEW like last month.
Yeah, it was actually before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID, yeah. And that was even horrible too. I hated that whole segment. What were your thoughts on that segment? And then
because we all know the Rey Mysterio. But that's another thing. Rey Mysterio is another guy. They just keep on making lose. No credibility.
No credibility. They tried building him up when Paul Heyman was backstage, but now it's just like,
No, but he won the U.S. title, then he kept on losing again.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I was who writes these storylines?
Speaking of the U.S. title, they unveiled it.
Yeah.
On Raw tonight, which was out. I was intrigued. I mean, there were certain spots on why I wanted to watch Raw. You know what I mean? And this was one of them. I needed to see how this title looked. I was hoping that they went more vintage, but vintage with the original U.S. title look. It's kind of. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it better than the older one.
I agree. It's better than what they did with the IC championship.
Yeah.
The IC championship has all these different circles and all this other stuff.
It does look better, but I don't know. I mean, with Apollo Crews holding it, I'd rather see MVP hold the title.
Well, I mean, MVP is holding that title right now.
Yeah.
You know, they introduced it, and all of a sudden, MVP walked out with the title and is walking around with the new United States Championship right now.
Yeah.
So they ended up having a match: MVP and Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet. And I'm sorry, I was all in with the promos, with the title, but as soon as they did this match, I'm sorry, I had to freaking do the swerve on them.
What was the swerve?
The swerve?
Mm-hmm.
What's someone call that? Swerve means I had to freaking fast forward this, bro.
Wow. Because
I'm sorry. Raw was going well up until after the promo. After the promo, then we got the typical match. You know what I mean? How many times have we already seen this match? You know what I mean? We already knew who was going over on this match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You already you brought out a injured Ricochet. You already knew that he wasn't going to be 100%, and I was just like, oh man, this is going to be garbage. You know what I mean?
Not to mention MVP trying to start his own stable.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Shaji can be like, oh, MVP is trying to start his new nation nomination.
Oh, you know he's gonna freaking what's we'll call it come up with some concoction of the nation.
Yeah.
But so this match originally was gonna get me was gonna be the worst match of Monday Night Raw, but there was another match after that. But this still pretty sucked. You know, this match was pretty doo-doo. You know what I mean? So enough of that. Actually, you know, I would be interested to see whether or not this made the Hulu cut.
I'm not going through all that for this shit.
Oh no, you don't have to go through it. I'm just saying because normally our other partner over here would say whether or not it was on Hulu or not.
Yeah.
So next up we had Viking Raiders, Big Show, Randy Orton, Andrade, and Angel Garza. All right, and I wasn't really interested in this, you know what I mean, in the get-go. But it was kind of funny though, because I was over there, I saw it, I was like, oh man, here we go. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm scrolling through my phone like I always do, you know, during the doo-doo match. And I had to stop. And you know why I stopped? Because of Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he laid it in on your boy Angel Garza, I was like, I did a swerve on him, bro.
Yeah, I actually was forwarding and I saw that. I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
You know, smack the shit out of him.
Yep. He was good. But I was just like, whoa, okay. And that I continued watching the match, but it wasn't as much as, you know, that moment that at that time. It wasn't any bigger than that, but that did get me intrigued into to watching the rest of the match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So next up, do you think Orton's going to lead this stable? Do you think there would be a stable over here?
It might be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, where are they going with it? We got to give it a few weeks because I don't want to put my commitment into it. Then they break him up. They did the Selena's trio for a few weeks and then they broke him up.
Yeah, they messed it up, and who knows if whether or not they're going to do something. It kind of looked like it, like Randy was taking a lead. But like you said, I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know what to think. I'm not thinking that it's going to be a stable. I mean, everyone else on Twitter, they're like, Randy's going to take control of these guys. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right after that, this is where we get into horrible acting, and this was my garbage fight of the night. It was Billy Kay and Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
All right. Billy Kay and Ruby Riott, and the only reason I gave it the toilet flush is because obviously I don't even know how long this was. It was so short, and it does so much disservice to Ruby Riott and what she had she was doing before. You know, at one point I really thought Ruby Riott would have been pushed heavily. I mean, she did get injured. We know that.
Yeah.
No, but to come back and even be in a worse position that you were, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So and now I'm confused because she was always a heel and now they got her as a face. I'm just all over the place when it comes to this.
Then they were teasing her and Liv Morgan getting back together. Then she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, then she's nowhere to be found. So now it's just like this is where we were talking about last week. This made perfect sense for her at least to show face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys gonna drag this along like you do with everything else. You know what I mean? All right. So next up, Bayley versus Asuka. You know what I mean? Hell of a match, bro.
Yeah, it was a real good match.
This is one of my top matches of the week.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It was that good. You know what I mean? Anytime you have these two over there, I mean, with Asuka, just with Asuka alone, you know you're gonna get you a good match over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and Asuka got the win off of Bayley. So we'll see, man. We'll see how we go over here. You know what I mean? She did need help by Kairi Sane, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So that was it for Raw. Overall, what you thought on Raw?
Raw. It was a decent show. It's not at least it's not repeating feuds and all that other shit. Everything was new. And besides the MVP and the what's the name?
And the Rollins nonsense.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was like oh yeah, actually her Rollins and Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
I thought about Rey Rollins and KO.
Yeah. So it was a pretty decent Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. So which one you want to go to first? You want to go to your favorite show?
Or you can let me take a quick piss first.
All right, cool. All right, we're back. So that was it for Raw. We're gonna go into my favorite show of the week. That was AEW. Although they still they lost in the overall ratings, but Tony Khan made it show made a showing on Twitter saying that they still won in the demographics that count that mattered the most, which was 18 to 49-year-olds. They still lead it on that. But for me, AEW I felt was this was the second day of Fyterfest. Whatchamacallit? I know you said that their first day was a little bit better. But for me, I enjoyed the card. I mean, they started off with Private Party versus Hangman Page and Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely enjoyed that match. You saw Private Party already back-to-back weeks just look phenomenal. I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't have Matt Hardy out there with them. You know what I mean?
They did? I thought they did.
No, they didn't have him out on this one.
He came out later or something?
No, he came out on the first night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came out on the first night. I still thought they pulled it off. I mean, whatchamacallit, Kenny Omega and Hangman, obviously they got the win. It's still confusing what they're doing with this tag team. You know what I mean? I can understand why they didn't give it to Private Party because they were young. They're still young. They still got a lot more deserving over there. There's a lot more other deserving tag teams that need to get the belt for them to drop it to. You know what I mean? But overall, it was a good match to watch. It was I thought they started off pretty good. Now, after that, we go into Joey Janela and Lance Archer, and I've become a Joey Janela fan, bro. You know, ever since he started doing those promo videos with Sonny Kiss, you know, and they were doing their whole little tag team, and they got the little packages. I thought that was all right. You know, this match, it surprised the hell out of me, bro. I really thought this was gonna be like a match that was less than a minute. Less than a minute, and it completely was not a minute long, bro. This was a good 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Joey Janela put on a pretty good show, bro. You had Sonny Kiss get involved, and eventually after at the end, Lance Armstrong got the win. But overall, I was still intrigued by this match. You know what I mean? And at one point, Joey Janela was on a roll, bro. I thought that he might actually come away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, good performance by Joey Janela. You know what I mean? Oh, and this is why I was telling you that, okay, so I didn't have to flip through my phone as much, man. That first match that kept me going with Private Party and all the moves that they were doing, you know what I mean? Whatchamacallit, this match right here, like I said, it surprised the hell out of me seeing like how long it was. It went to the point where I was gonna fast forward through it, and then I was like, oh snap. I was like, I had to go back and be like, no, I'm gonna watch this from the beginning because of how long it was, and it was actually a pretty good match. And then right after that, we had Taz come out, bro, with Brian Cage, and then all of a sudden saying that, you know, this would have been the day that he would have won the AEW championship, and being that Mox is not there, he thinks that Brian Cage deserves the championship. What are your thoughts, man, with him bringing the FTW championship out of retirement, bro?
We got to see where they actually go with it. If it's going to be a credible title, if this is going to be this, you know, gimmick title, is just for, you know, just like how the $1 million title used to be.
Yeah,
just the $1 million man had it, and then Virgil won it, then disappeared. If it's just going to be a title that is just going to disappear after a few months, and there was no point bringing it up.
it wasn't, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be an actual title that's to be defended, and you know, people are actually going to want it, then I understand. But we'll see where it goes. If it's here by the end of the year, then we'll talk about it.
All right. All right. So that's next week. Next week they're gonna Brian Cage is gonna go against Jon Moxley at the Fight for the Fallen pay-per-view. Now, this next match right here, bro, is one of my matches of the week. You know what I mean? This match right here was FTR and the Young Bucks versus the Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Bros.
Yeah, I mean, anything the Lucha Bros are in is always good.
Exactly, and that's what it was. I mean, we haven't seen the Lucha Bros in a while. I know everyone in all the wrestling hooligans. You know what I mean? We pretty much thought that, you know, they've been giving it to FTR and the Young Bucks, all this play on who's the best tag team. You know what I mean? But the best tag team wasn't there. You know what I mean? I mean, sad to say that, you know, if they would have had like maybe a manager or whatchamacallit, they were even in the States and they tried to fend for themselves, speaking in Spanish, you know what I mean? Or if they had Pac there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe this could have been a three-way type thing, you know what I mean? But obviously it was different. But, you know, some of the moves that were done in this match were just freaking phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
where he did that Canadian destroyer off of the top.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so much precision. He didn't hurt anybody, and
Exactly.
he
No one
did.
got hurt. That was the most important thing. No one got hurt. It was done with such precision, like you said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they ended up getting the win.
Yeah. I think that's the Butcher and the Blades first win too.
For in a while.
I don't remember them ever winning a match. So.
They probably won on some dark matches, bro.
Probably, I don't know, house shows or something.
Yeah. So this is where they first started to set the seeds, I think, for FTR and the Young Bucks going against each other.
Yeah.
If FTR beats the Lucha Bros next week, man, I'm gonna be so heated, bro.
If they beat them by disqualification or something,
they better do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, FTR, they're an awesome tag team. But, I never felt that they were one of the best tag teams.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Especially in WWE. They were good tag team. They were good. They could have been better. We all know that. But, there's other tag teams in WWE right now that are better than them. You know what I mean? You got the Usos.
Yeah.
You got the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even right now, Miz and Morrison are freaking on a roll.
Yeah.
they're entertaining. You know what I mean? So, they were like the third, fourth, if you're not counting NXT tag teams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they, for them to go over there and they give them this prop, I mean, who knows? I know I was talking to some people over the last week, you know what I mean? And, they're all thinking, man, that FTR, Cody, Hangman, what someone call it, that's going to be the new four horsemen group, bro.
Yeah, I mean, a new stable.
Yeah.
Everybody wants stables.
Everybody wants stables. It was brought up to what's his face, Ric Flair. Ric Flair gave it an approval. He said, "Yo, if they want to do it, they'll do it. I mean, I don't mind." He was like, "Look, it'll be essentially a tribute to what me, Ann Arneson, and the Four Horsemen did." You know what I mean? He's like, "Yo,
Arn and Tully are there already, so."
Yeah, and that's what they were saying. And this is what other people were saying. They said, okay, you go with Arn Anderson, bring the Cody over there. You have the two boys from the FTR. And then you have actually, you have what I was told by one of the person. He's like, yo, you bring the two boys from FTR. You have Sean Spears. And you have Hangman. There's your four horsemen right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Cody wouldn't be in it. You know what I mean? Even though I think he probably wouldn't mind being part of that.
Unless turns on him when he's facing somebody that's going to be in the.
And that's exactly what the person who I talked to, he said Arnold will turn on Cody, and that's how that'll happen.
Whoever's going to be the leader of the four horsemen will win the title for Cody.
Yeah, someone was telling me what someone call it, that they should bring Stone Cold to AEW.
He's never going to come there.
I don't think so. I mean, he told me that, and I was just like, I was like, I don't see him ruin the money that he's probably making off of these podcasts, these podcast shows. He's making the big money. He's making the money where we trying to be at.
Yeah. Plus, you probably just make more. I mean, I don't think AEW would give him that much people to interview like WWE does.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Vicky Guerrero just showed up for a dark match in WWE. I mean, in AEW, the WWE blackballed her. She's not allowed back in WWE anymore.
Wow.
It's so I don't think Stone Cold wants to, have that relationship with that WWE. He'd rather, have a good relationship with them so he gets the interviews once in a while. And plus, they got that show on USA they're promoting with him.
Yeah, I don't see him doing that anytime soon. Like you said, he has a good thing going. He's probably making a lot of money off of that podcast. You know what I mean? And this is not the broken. I mean, I'm not talking about the Broken Skull podcast. I'm talking about the one that he does on the WWE network.
Yeah.
That's where he's probably getting big money. You know what I mean?
Plus he's making the appearances here and there 2 times a year. He's probably making, good money.
Yep, he's doing that. And then also at the same time, like what you said, I mean, WWE is about to start doing a documentary series on all of the Hall of Famers. He's going to be one of the top guys that they're working on right now, actually. And that's money right there. You ain't trying to mess up that money, bro.
Yeah.
So we'll see where they go. I mean, I don't see like I said, that was a rumor that I heard through someone. I didn't really think that Stone Cold would have been there. They probably would have brought one of the other 4 horsemen. Maybe you could bring in Malenko or someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Malenko's there too. So
yeah, exactly. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. They haven't showed any of that on AEW. This is all rumors that we encountered throughout our scourging of wrestling content.
So Sting in.
Yeah, but Sting wasn't really a member though. I did think about that though. I did think that, hey, Sting, obviously he posted that tweet which was probably geared towards the Undertaker. No one bit off of it. All the fans were like, "Oh, that would be awesome." No one bit off of it yet. But if I were him, I think he threw it out there just to see if WWE could do something, and if not, I could see him having his last match on AEW. What are your thoughts, bro?
Who, Sting?
Yep.
I don't know. Who would he fight?
It doesn't really have to be any. How about do a match where it's Sting and Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho doesn't need the win.
Yeah, but there's no history.
Well, create something.
Yeah.
Create something. You could and that's the thing. You could create a storyline. You could create a storyline where Chris Jericho says, like, I left because of you. Even though that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? I left because of you. You were one of these guys that were getting pushed over more than me, and I had to leave, and I'm still here today. I'm still a well-known man. You know what I mean? Wrestler. You know what I mean? So, we went on a tangent again, bro.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't see Sting. I think he's I don't think he's even under contract anymore, but still.
He's not under contract, but I know if he posted that Who Wants to Go on the Last Ride, that means he's got some. He's thinking in his head, yo, I got one match in me.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one match in me. It would make sense for him to go against the Undertaker. I think everyone's saying, hey, do it in a cinematic version.
Mm-hmm.
You could play it off very well. Like, I was already envisioning this in my head the other night, bro. This is how bad it was. I was like, yo, Undertaker is going to get the win. But you still have, like, at the end of the match, you have that crow that all of a sudden comes on the grave and freaking resurrects freaking Sting. So his legend hasn't died. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, I mean, they could have done this 3 years ago, man. It was like...
No, they couldn't. I mean, Seth Rollins ruined it.
No, I'm saying before Sting had the match with Triple H.
Triple H. I mean, who was that? No, that was the Undertaker. Who was he fighting at WrestleMania? That was the one that we did in California, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think. Oh no, he was fighting Bray Wyatt. No,
Was it
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt was a bigger character at that time.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean? But you're right. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, but it made more sense with Triple H, even though it didn't, but it did, because then what happened at WrestleMania when how they brought everyone out, I think that's what it was all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, if we were booking it, it probably wouldn't have been that. It probably would have been one of the top dogs.
They were like only like 52 or 53 back then.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's just like, and now over 55.
61, bro.
Who?
He's 61.
Who?
Sting.
No, I think Undertaker's the same age.
No.
All right.
He's older than Undertaker. He's 61, bro.
Man. Oh wow, he is 61. So he was 55 on TNA then.
Yep.
So he's older than Ultimate Warrior too. Well, yeah. Ultimate Warrior died when he was like 50 something. So they're about the same age.
61, bro. Once I heard that, I was just like, whoa. Yeah, I mean, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't see WWE clearing him to get that, even though supposedly he's been with the same doctors as what's his face, Daniel Bryan, and as Edge.
Mm-hmm.
So by me hearing that he's at the same doctor as Edge, you know what I mean, I'm thinking in my head, okay, he wants one last match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not Terry Funk, so he's just.
He just wants one, though. It's not. He just wants to end his career on a high note, bro. That's all he wants to do.
Prepare. It could come out to be a good match if they prepare, a few months in advance.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a rush on this guy. You know, I'm not saying, hey, I want to see him at SummerSlam. No, you'd be like, if he was in WWE, it's like, okay, look, you're on for WrestleMania. Get your ass in shape like the Undertaker. You know what I mean? So that's what it'd be. I mean, if he were to do it at AEW, it'd be totally different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to be with Y2J. I mean, I don't see anyone else right now currently on that AEW roster that it makes more sense for.
Or it'd be Cody. So there could be somebody that bumps.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, we'll see, man. I mean, we went off on a little tangent. Let's get back to Fyterfest. Nyla Rose came back. I know she was on Dark, a couple Dark matches, but I don't watch that.
Yeah, neither.
You know what I mean? But yeah, she came out, fought with two jabronis. You know what I mean? It really wasn't that important of a match. You know what I mean? Hold on. I think I got me some sound effects for that. There you go. Doo-doo match. Doo-doo match. But what was surprising was what she said at the end of the match. You know what I mean? She says that she has a manager. Why someone that has very, decent mic skills that needs a manager? I was kind of confused.
Yeah, it's just that Cody just wants to pair these people up, man. A veteran and the same format.
Yeah, and you ain't lying, bro. You are 100% true when it comes to this. So I have someone in mind Who do you think might be her manager?
Yeah. The only person I can think of is Gal Kim or also Kwan.
I have a name. We talked. We said about you. You actually brought up her name. She's been seen behind scenes. It's gonna be Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, big girl. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. What's the point? I mean, he was never a wrestler, so.
Doesn't have to be a wrestler. I mean, the only person, all she cares about is getting a title. It'd be someone to help her get that title. I mean, I understand. I'm not a big on person on Vicky Guerrero just because of the whole fact that she sounds annoying. You know, after a while, you know, I think after 10 years of actually hearing that, you don't want to hear that nonsense again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I guess she came back. If she's coming back to wrestling, that means her job she was working in some hospital in Houston didn't work out.
Oh, for her?
Yeah, that's why she left WWE. She said she got her master's in some kind of hospital in Houston and got a job in administration or something.
Mm.
So she's
Who knows with her?
yeah.
I don't believe that because we saw her on the wrestling scene all these other times. I think that was just a way to get out, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, Nyla Rose dominate. Then we had SCU, Dark Order, and Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Only part of the this I found interesting was the bruise on Colt Cabana's.
Yo,
Oh shit! Is that real good makeup or is that real?
no, that had to be real, man. I think his body, those are probably like old wounds that maybe that he had. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that happened recently, but yeah, man, that was pretty disgusting, bro.
Mm.
I was over there like, whoa, that is no joke. I mean, it played very well into what they were talking about. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. Do you see this guy joining the Dark Order, or do you think him doing a little twist? I think he's doing a twist, bro.
Nah, I think he'll just join it. I mean, what else are they gonna do with this character?
Well, Colt Cabana's character doesn't work if there's no crowd. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He a lot of the stuff that he does in the ring feeds off of even just a crowd reaction. You know what I mean? Would it be cool to see Colt Cabana with a freaking Dark Order mask on? I think it would be hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, they ended up winning this match over SCU. You know what I mean? SCU, they made it clear that going forward, Scorpio was going to be going singles match, and Kazarian and what's his face, Christopher Daniels are going to be exclusive as a tag team.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So we'll see where they go with that. With them saying that, obviously that's going to change the landscape on the heavyweight title. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if what's it called, Mox loses it, and then we might see down the road Scorpio winning it. You know what I mean? Because it seems like they value him very much, and you know, with duly noted. I mean, I feel that he's been held back because he's in SoCal Uncensored. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember seeing Scorpio Sky TNA before he was Scorpio Sky in ROH.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mason Andrews was his name. But I don't know. I mean, he does have a personality outside of SCU. It's just I think SCU just made him more noticeable. He needs to get out of that fucking unit. Do something else.
You know what? You know, and I've always said this before. I just can't get with SCU. You know what I mean? I understand the gimmick, you know, and if you need to go heel on all these different other towns to get that gimmick and be perceived as, I understand that, but just not into it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that website I sent you with the Wikipedia with all the wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
And it shows you who actually retired this year.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's January 5th, Kevin Nash and Jushin Liger retired this year.
Well, we all knew that Liger retired this year. I did. I could have swore I saw Diesel say that on Twitter.
Mm. Yeah, then I see Gilbert on February 28th. Gilbert?
Who?
Gilbert.
Oh, snap. Time to go on Wikipedia and find out.
Then Undertaker, June 21st. Sarah Logan, 23rd. Yep. Saraya Knight, 23rd. Devon Dudley, May 15th. Yeah, I'm just surprised that they don't have no last match or something. They just random dates on this year that they just decided to retire.
Mm-hmm. Well, with Devon, we probably know that it's due to the furloughs and all that.
Yeah, but he didn't let go, did he? Yeah, he didn't.
He probably was.
No, I don't think he got let go.
Oh, well, I know.
No, he was there. So he's still there.
He was there? Okay. Trying to see. Well, Sarah Logan, we know she's pregnant. So that could have been one of the reasons why she didn't really care.
Well, I heard she retired from wrestling. She was doing some hunting thing or something.
Of her?
Yeah, hunting show or some bullshit.
That's crazy.
And then, her husband's your boy, the Viking guy.
No, you know, Vikings. That's Shaji's boy.
Yeah, the one that's throwing the tomahawk.
Yeah, I'm not all for that. Yeah, all right, so yeah, main event, Fyterfest, Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho, man, hell of a match, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a match. It's just it wasn't as good of a match as Keith Lee and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. I mean, at least it showed that Orange Cassidy could do more things due to Chris Jericho.
Yep, I definitely agree. You got to see the full repertoire of Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I mean, he got the win on this, right? No, he didn't. But Orange Cassidy showed that hey, this I'm a contender over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, so let's go on to your favorite show of the night. Mm-hmm. We have NXT now. And this is where I was kind of confused with you, man. All right, so this is day two of the Great American Bash. All right, grade 2. So they started off with Candice LeRae versus Mia Yim. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm guessing this is this was the top match of the week.
I mean, more of the Keith Lee was. Yeah, the Keith Lee Adam Cole was the match of the week for me. Mm-hmm. The main event was a match. No, I guess they were a tie. They were both really good.
All right, so we talked about this. This was a better match than what AEW showed, mm-hmm. But I don't think this match was like a 5+ match. You know, it was probably like a B+ match to me. The only reason because like, you know how I told you, man, Mia Yim, she's too fast sometimes. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of spots in this match where I see where it's like, oh man, it wasn't as smooth as it could be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's why I couldn't, I was, and maybe that's just me nitpicking, you know what I mean? Because like in the beginning of the match, I was like, oh snap, she's coming out with Tim's, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, yo, she hit her with Tim's, and all I could think in my head, it was like, yo man, that's gotta hurt. even if you're playfully doing that, you know what I mean? Because Timbs, they have a hard sole. So imagine that person putting that on your head and then sticking to your hair. I was just like, yo, that probably really does hurt. You know what I mean? But it was those moves that I saw her having to, like, you know, stand around and wait to get hit. That's what drew me off of the match. You know what I mean? It would have been a top of the line match if that wasn't the case. There was way too many spots. If you go back and look at it, man, you see spots where like Mia Yim is waiting or Candice LeRae doesn't. It's not as smooth.
Yeah, I mean, those are the same issues I have in Cody's matches. He does the same exact thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Cody doesn't sell at all. I remember he jumped off a fucking table or something and broke the table, and then he got right back up and he started
Yeah. You're right, but he might not sell certain things, but when they're doing jumps in the air, you know, like that's the thing that I was getting mad with, where like Candice LeRae, she'll get up, you know what I mean, and then Mia Yim was probably already standing for like 5 seconds, waiting to get hit, and that's where I was getting mad at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This match could have been a lot better, but it was still a decent match.
Yeah, it was a good match, and plus a girls' match with all these weapons and stuff, with brass knuckles, chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a good match.
All right. So next up we had Tony, and this is why I wasn't all for NXT, because next match we had was Tony Nese versus Bronson Reed, bro. I wasn't interested at all, man.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably the worst match of the week.
Right? One of the worst ones. I was just like, man, this is not doing anything for me. I don't care if you know, obviously they're trying to push Bronson Reed, you know, give him some type of thing, but I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? I wasn't there. Now, the next match, I was all for, and that was the Isaiah Scott versus Johnny Gargano match.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome match.
That was an awesome match.
Yeah.
You know, and all I could think in my head is like, okay, obviously this match was thrown together last minute. Imagine if these guys actually had a feud, how good of a match this would have been. It would have been, and that's just saying because it's Johnny Gargano, man. But Isaiah Scott, man, he does some things around the ring which is pretty interesting. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was billed as having these guys as the two most athletic people in NXT. I mean, the commentators kept on going back and forth on just talking about their athleticism.
Yeah.
Right. So awesome match. Then we had the 6-man tag versus the Legado of the Phantasma, and you had Drake and
Fandango.
Yeah, Breezango. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So I was very interested in this in the beginning. All right. And the reason behind it is because I told you about the whole on the Legado of the Phantasma. Yo, all of a sudden this guy is speaking awesome English, cutting crazy promos, thinking, yo, you thinking that you have like a baby Scarface, baby
yeah,
whatever his name. But I feel that I was hyping it up like, hey, this is gonna be their breakout match, and it clearly wasn't, man. It wasn't as good as it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, it was a horrible match.
No, it wasn't horrible, but for someone like for Drake, who was putting on some crazy ass matches recently, and then also El Hijo del Fantasma, you know, what they were doing in the cruiserweight, you would think that, you know, it would have been a little bit more I don't know. now that I'm saying this, I'm like, okay, obviously this feud is going on for a little bit more longer. So maybe they'll hold off on that until later. So I already answered my own gripe right there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just 6 guys that haven't wrestled together before, so it's just
Yeah.
there's, in a month after their feud, they probably gel together better.
All right. So next up, bro. Next up, they reintroducing Martinez. What's her name? What's her first name?
Mercedes.
Mercedes Martinez. Yeah, I mean, reintroducing her. What do you think with this new gimmick that they're giving her?
I mean, she has always had a good look. It's just we'll see if they actually go with her or just another person that looks good is just they're not gonna do anything with.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, I mean, good look coming to the ring. We'll see whether or not how much they really value her. But at the same time, I was interested. You know what I mean? All right. So, and now we come to the main event of at NXT. And, this was my final match of the night or the week.
Mm-hmm.
Was this champion versus champion, Adam Cole versus Keith Lee. And it's a shame, bro. What I know you know his name. Who's the one that spoiled this, bro?
I would just call him Raj. I don't know his fucking real name. No man, Raj.
Raj totally spoiled. And then for everyone that's listening, man, we had a NXT developmental talent, right? Well, he's not developmental. He's he's a tag team right now on NXT. Literally point out the winner of the match a week before this match was supposed to get taped, because we all obviously know that this was already pre-taped. So I think the worst thing is that I started seeing like these little clips on Facebook where it says blah blah blah, some NXT star spoils, and they use the word spoil. And spoiled main event, and I'm just like, oh, like why? You know what I mean? Because imagine if we didn't have already know this was taking place, man. How crazy that would have been.
Yeah, but I mean, they did exactly what WCW did back in the days. Like, I mean, talking about AEW. Remember they put out a little clip that day.
Well, AEW, yeah. Well, I didn't get into that. Yes, AEW, they put on a clip with the Elite, and they were talking about that. But I'm talking about that how, obviously, we look at a lot of different wrestling feeds, right? And a lot of those wrestling feeds, they've already, I tried to avoid it as much as possible on Wednesday, because I did see that, and I think I saw that last week, but I was just like, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not going to look into it. I stopped the day of, with the discussion thread. I was not going to pop it up. I know you guys were texting me throughout the night. I did not pick up your phones. I did not look at your phone. And it was because it's the element of surprise, man. You want that element of surprise. That's what wrestling is all about. Well, not all about. That's what gets us hooked into these wrestling storylines. You know what I mean? Or the element of surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Royal Rumble is one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. That's why Survivor Series is still one of the big ones. That's why they still bring out the King of the Ring tournament. That's why they with Money in the Bank.
They better have a crowd by Royal Rumble time, because I don't see how they're gonna do the Royal Rumble at Performance Center.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it the same way, bro.
I can't see it.
But so like even though I didn't click onto those links, you know what I mean? Just from that one link, it kind of ruined it, and I didn't even click on the link, bro. That's how bad it was.
I never saw a link. I just saw a picture.
Yeah, and I was just I didn't see a picture. All I saw was a link and to the actual post. It was gonna bring you to the post, but I didn't click on it. So it just said NXT Star Spoils main event. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? But I still had to go, and that's why NXT won the ratings, bro. People are still going to want to watch what happened.
Yeah, that's how in WCW they had a lead for like 83 weeks, and then they lost it when Tony Schiavone on Nitro said, uh, "Don't switch over, folks. You're gonna see Cactus Jack, who used to be a jobber over here, win the title from was it The Rock? I think he won it from The Rock.
Yeah, it was from The Rock.
Yeah, that'll put butts in seats, and then that's when everybody was like, "Oh, Cactus Jack will win the title." Then they switched over.
And I think everybody and their mom, they did that, bro. They were all like, what the hell? WCW did themselves are wrong in that, man, because when you're leading in these things, and that's the thing, they were getting cocky. You know what I mean? 83 weeks on top. I mean, that's a lot. You know what I mean? They think that, the people are still gonna watch it, but when you have the element of surprise, you know what I mean? People are gonna watch, bro. And this should have been it. But at the end of the day, man, this was freaking takeover. This was a takeover main event right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy, man. How do you feel on the new NXT champion, bro?
Oh, I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he's putting up matches for a big guy like that, putting moves out like that. And, I mean, I don't know the double champion thing, but
well, we all know that he's probably not gonna have to. They're probably gonna take one of the belts. You know what I mean?
nah,
Now, would it be awesome for like maybe like the first month he's champ and then loses it? I'm all for it.
yeah, that's fine. After a month, that's fine.
You know what I mean? How about he's with it for the month and then Cross gets the United States, well, no, the North American Championship from him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could build it up like that, even though I think they're building up Cross to being his next heavyweight championship. But he should go for the North American. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he still has to build his way up. He hasn't had that many matches.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we'll see how it goes, man. But okay, enough of Keith Lee. What's gonna happen with the Undisputed Era, bro?
I don't see him going anywhere by himself. I think they go somewhere, then all four of them should go.
I heard rumors that was the case, but one of them is afraid of COVID, bro.
Oh.
So obviously, that's probably going to be the one who has either kids or they live home with one of their parents. So we need to start doing some scourging.
Roderick Strong is the one with the kid, with the girl from NXT.
Yep.
With the MMA girl.
Right. Oh yeah, one of those girls. Wait, they have a kid together?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I remember. Remember Velveteen put her picture on his pants, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember on I don't know where I saw it. Instagram or Facebook. One of them they showed him in the hospital with her when she had her baby.
Yes. So I mean, like, Undisputed Era. It's over for NXT, bro. Are we just gonna bring him to SmackDown?
I don't know. I mean, they showed pictures after they went off the air, Adam Cole and hugging Keith Lee and stuff. So I don't know if they're gonna show that off next week. And then Triple H came out and gave him a hug and stuff.
Yeah, they've been throwing those all over Instagram. We'll see. I mean, it looks, and with you saying it like that, it looks like it's a farewell.
It could be, and then they show up on Raw, and then or during Dolph's match or something, Dolph and Drew show up after the match and attack Drew, just like how they showed up the first time.
Now, you know what? And they have history there. Yeah. That would be awesome.
But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't mind them going to Raw and winning all the titles.
What about on SmackDown?
Yeah, Matt Riddle just debuted and AJ went there, so I think they already got too many stars. So I just
Okay, I see where you're at. All right, well, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, a lot. We're probably not going to see Adam Cole on television for a while, if that's the case. If he's designated to go to another brand, we're probably not going to see him for a while.
Yeah.
We'll probably wait and see who they bring up. I don't know if they're going to bring up a 4-man crew. I can see them just bringing up 3, bro.
Yeah.
And leaving one of them down here, and I think Roderick Strong stays down here, bro. And the others they go up.
Yeah, but the thing is, they need because those two, the tag team guys, they're always injured, man.
Yeah.
Roderick and Adam Cole hardly get injured. Those two guys like get injured. That's why Roderick needs to take their place when they do tag team matches. Bobby Fish has been injured half his WWE career.
Yo, every time I see that fool, that dude is always in a cast.
Yeah, so they need to keep all 4, just like how New Day, it's just 2 of them holding it down when Xavier's injured. So.
All right. So yeah, man, NXT was an awesome show. I mean, you could go back and forth on which one you thought was best, either between AEW or NXT. I like the tweet that was from FTR.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he pretty much said, "It's like, look, man, yes, we're in a ratings war, but you know what? I remember when I was young, I was watching both. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter who won. He's like, I was still into NWO, but I was also watching DX. You know what I mean? And it's true. That's how it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is pretty much exactly what we're doing today. If we if there was a banging storyline on one of the other shows, that's what you were watching. You know what I mean? So like WCW had me once they introduced Goldberg. I think all of us were intrigued by that.
No, it was before everybody was intrigued with NWO.
Oh yeah, NWO was intrigued. You're right. I mean, I was talking about Goldberg because I was already talking about how we were already in the middle of the wars. But you're right. Everyone was intrigued by the turn. It first started off with these guys just showing up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it was, okay, there's a leader, you know what I mean? And it marked the 20-year anniversary of Hogan first going heel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was huge. You know what I mean? And then it was just like, how crazy the fans got, man, down here. You know what I mean? They used to freaking throw stuff into the ring all the time with when the NWO for that first like 3 months, bro.
Yeah. And I think they put a stop to it because it got carried away.
Yeah, they get carried away. You know what I mean?
And
They
people
put in
used to piss, fill up the drinks with piss and throw it at them, and then they just throw batteries at them.
oh, see,
They're like, oh, nah. I remember Jim Ross was saying that one time. Remember when Shawn Michaels was really hot, like in 96, 97,
yeah.
or probably before that. And
Hmm.
somebody hit him in the head with the battery in the ring, and then he said, "Fuck," he got on the mic and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm not doing this shit. Go find yourself another main event," and he left.
That was probably in Canada.
It was somewhere down south.
Oh, verb.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I mean, I definitely remember those times. It's always best when they're, we talked about this at length throughout the year. It's just so much better when there's so much different content. You know what I mean? I'm missing NWA.
Yeah.
And I don't, because NWA, bro, I got caught up so fast with them because it felt like old school wrestling, like me back in the days when I was watching um wrestling on Saturdays, Superstars, WWF Superstars. You know what I mean? Um
I guess they gotta wait till Georgia. I mean, it's crazy over there anyway. So in Atlanta, so they gotta wait till everything dies down there.
he doesn't got no friends in Florida, bro.
I don't know. I mean, that's where the studio is, I guess.
Oh man, that is crazy, bro. But I'm missing that. It's sad to see a lot of those wrestlers that were young talent on NWA. Now they're like, yo, we need to do the Bolt, bro, because people are gonna forget about us.
Yeah, like I mean, then again, they're not getting a penny paycheck. Like some
That
of
too.
them, live paycheck to paycheck. So
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's crazy. But at the same time, like I was going back to what I was saying, it's better when we have these so-called wars, rating wars, on Wednesdays. I get hyped, bro. I get hyped, and then at the same time, I'm just thinking, okay, what am what am I gonna watch? Like, I'm not gonna lie, NXT might be the show that I watch because I want to hear what Keith Lee has to say.
yeah,
And that's because new champion. But at the same time, AEW's I'm definitely gonna watch. You know what I mean? Because of the title match that they have.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying? For
mean,
Fyterfest.
AEW, I always watch. Maybe depends on if Jericho's commentating or not. Then this will be interesting. So I mean, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross are good. It's just
They're good.
they just
And the mask one.
Excalibur.
Yeah, Excalibur is I'm not I'm not gonna lie. How valuable Excalibur is like, he's light years ahead of his time. You know, the way that he breaks down moves, wrestling is awesome. He has like I think he might have photographic memory, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The stuff that he remembers.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone says he learns something new from every week.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like I do the same thing. You know, Jim Rawson is you know in a ring of his own. He's not old JR.
Yeah.
He's just a person that hey, right now that they're adding, and he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's different. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Chris Jericho definitely game changer when it comes to that, bro.
Yeah, I think after he retires from the ring, he should just do that. I mean, it's not like he needs the money. He's just to be probably part of the business. He just wants to do it.
Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna go with this. I'll do this one quickly. SmackDown happened. I know you saw. I know.
I can't see it, so if you want, it's up to you.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We might as well.
Yeah.
It'll be real fast. Trust me.
Uh,
There wasn't really that much going on SmackDown. It was literally like maybe the first match, last match, middle match, and last match.
okay, go ahead.
All right. So the first match, that was the segment that you saw. It was they continued with the Jeff Hardy Miz. Jeff Hardy was on Miz TV.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden now the stipulation on the horror show match, we see that it's going to be a bar fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, brawl ensues. And then we have Jeff Hardy versus the Miz. Sheamus, of all people, he gets interference, and it was via video conferencing.
Yeah.
Which was weird, but understandable because of the times. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't do that, but it's just crazy to see that how his picture just pop up. And part of me was thinking, I was like, man, they should start using this more often. You know, if they're gonna do some other stupid thing on the way that or finish, you might as well use it where you're extending the story. You know what I mean? So anyway, on this one, Hardy gets the win off of the Miz. You know what I mean? It wasn't the best of match. You know what I mean? Next up, we had Sasha Banks, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. Okay. I believe I was turned off by this match, and it was just because of freaking Nikki Cross's behavior outside the ring, bro.
I don't know. I've never got into Nikki Cross. So.
I did. I mean, I didn't mind it, but today I mind it.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure she's acting the way I remember her acting.
Yeah, and she was over there. I mean, I don't mind seeing her, man, because, you know, she's I've always, you know, I like the thickies.
Nah, but it's not about her body. Just like she looked like she fucking doesn't take a bath.
Oh man, but yeah. So Banks and Bayley actually won this match. They beat Bayley and Cross at the end. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you ever watch Untold Mysteries on there, or you know? Unsolved Mysteries. Remember we were talking about that?
Oh yeah, I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. I haven't seen the new episode, the new series.
Nah, it was just on the Fire Stick. They're showing the one with the old man. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, did you ever see the new one?
Oh yeah, I saw that one with the old man.
That out in 2 days.
Yeah, because it's only a few episodes. I've been meaning, have you heard that some of these mysteries have already been solved because of people that have been watching it on Netflix?
What do you mean 6? The 6 that they just put out?
Well, not all 6, some of them. So what's been happening is that they've been getting a lot of information based off of certain things that are going now in the criminal investigation, and I think a couple of them were already solved, and then the rest of them, the investigations have been reopened. I was over there earlier this week. I started laughing with my sister because my sister was a diehard. The reason why I knew Unsolved Mysteries is because she freaking watched it. She was big on Lifetime, had me watching that and the Golden Girls. You know what I mean? In the summers. So I told her, I was like, yo, you solve any of these cases? But you know, I did it for fun. But you know what? I definitely gonna go watch that on Netflix, bro.
Yeah, I guess it's on the Fire Stick. I don't know what maybe it's under Prime. All the seasons, 12 episodes.
Oh, if you're looking at the older guide, you're probably looking at all the old. You're right. You're probably looking at
Yeah, he's still. Oh shit! I didn't know he
passed away.
Season 12, he was still alive. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, her.
Yeah. Oh, so it's on Prime.
Okay.
All the episodes are on there.
That's good to know. I'll let my sister know. She'll be very thankful that you found out where all her unsolved mysteries.
Is it IMB TV? Is that part of Prime or is it just an app on Prime?
It's an app on Prime.
On app on the Fire Stick.
Yep, it's just an app on the Fire Stick that automatically comes up.
IMB TV recently added Unsolved Mysteries complete. Well, it says first season, so. But let me see if you got to buy the other ones.
Yeah, you might have to.
Let me see. Season like 8. Watch for free. Yeah, you can still watch it. It says, yeah.
Oh snap!
It says the crap. You gotta download the Crackle app. Crackle.
Oh snap! I'm gonna have to go over there and tell my sister.
Yeah, because you know how Fire Stick just puts the ad out.
Yeah.
So I just clicked on it because I saw that the fucking old man. All right, let's just finish our SmackDown.
All right, let's finish SmackDown. So, all right, so they went back and showed the Money in the Bank match between Braun and Bray Wyatt. They were trying to hype up that whole match. All right, they had a karaoke showdown. Garbage. And then the main event. The main event was New Day versus Shinsuke and Cesaro.
Oh.
And the match was awesome, bro. But then they're trying to extend it, so it ended up in a DQ.
Oh.
Yep. And the thing is that you see that they're trying to give these guys a big push, but who knows whether or not they're going to continue with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Cesaro looked like he extra cut up or bigger or something. I saw him. I think he did a interview or something on the SmackDown after the Jeff Hardy thing, and he was looking bigger. I'm like, God damn. I don't know.
And I think the only other thing that came out of that SmackDown is that for next week we have AJ Styles versus Matt Riddle. I think the title's on the line on this one.
That's good.
You know what I mean? What are your thoughts, yo? Is it too soon for Matt Riddle to get a title, bro?
Yeah, it just.
Yeah, especially with all these allegations still in the air.
You should just So you just maybe wait till SummerSlam, a pay-per-view or something.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but yo, that wraps up the week of wrestling, bro.
Yep.
Like I said, it was pretty fast, but it's pretty late over here, a little bit late over there, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming on. Everyone else, thanks for listening. Hit us up on Facebook, on Gmail, and YouTube, Instagram, at Wrestling Hooligans. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening. Vic, thanks for coming on. Have a good one, bro.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, peace.